Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Patreon podcast. This week, I wanted to talk about a book, which is, I don't think it's something that I've done on this podcast before, but it's something that's becoming more and more relevant in my life. The book is called Hell Yeah or No by Derek Sivers. I really love the books that Derek puts out, and this one in particular didn't really gel with me right away, but I read it again recently, and I think that it's more and more relevant to my life than I give it credit for. So the name of the book doesn't make a whole lot of sense until you kind of explain it. And the whole point of the book is that you shouldn't take on any projects that you aren't incredibly excited to actually work on. And I should preface this by saying that everybody's in a different point in their creative career, and sometimes you just need to build your portfolio. So you might take jobs that you're not exactly super excited about, and that's okay. I just wanted to kind of talk about my personal experience. And my personal experience is that over the last couple of years, I still have been taking on small projects once in a while, but I've been realizing more and more that the projects that I take on that I'm not hell yeah, let's do this, I'm not really, really excited about it. They're projects that really kind of block me up creatively, where all of a sudden, I have to do this thing that I'm not super jazzed about. And, that just kind of sucks in general. And sometimes, those projects fall through. Sometimes, obviously I finish the projects and I try to finish them on whatever timeline is given to me. But sometimes those projects fall through and I'm actually relieved. I'm oh man, I'm glad that I don't have to actually work on this anymore or think about it anymore. So it's one of those things where it's easy to take on a bunch of projects, even if the projects are kind of, you're medium or lukewarm on them. It's nice to have that feeling that people want you to work with them. And I agree with that. I think that it's awesome, but I really want to exemplify the fact that it's so important to really take on projects that you're excited for. Because if you're excited for that project, you're going to work on it. You're going to be innovative and you're going to be creative with it. And it's not going to be another day job. And the other thing that you can keep in mind is that if you keep your schedule more open, if you say no to more things, and we've talked about saying no to things in the past, but if you say no to more things, you are given more opportunities in the future that you can take. Whereas if you fill up your schedule with things you're just kind of lukewarm about, and this big project that you are absolutely excited for comes along that conflicts with a lot of other scheduled things, do you overload yourself? Do you threaten a burnout situation, or do you have to say no to a project that you really fall in love with? And there's that's definitely happened to me before, where I've been kind of overworked in a lot of different areas, and then all of a sudden this project comes along where I'm just oh man, this is a dream job, and then I have to either shuffle things around. When usually the people that the people that I work with are on very relaxed schedules anyway, so it's I can email people and be I have to push this out by a couple weeks or a month. I've got some other stuff coming up and I have to take care of this. And they're usually okay with that. And that's cool. But it's just a lot of extra work. Whereas, it would be nice to just have your schedule open right away so you could just jump into that project and be yeah, let's do this. Let's go. I'm super amped. So yeah, that's kind of the crux of the book. I would really recommend reading the whole book. Derek goes into a whole lot of details with other things and just different facets of this whole idea. And I wanted to just kind of shout out Derek Sivers' books in general. I think his website is siv.ers. I will look that up real quick. So his website is sive.rs. And you can find all of his books there as well. And I would highly recommend pretty much all of them. I have read all of them except for the first one that he released called Anything You Want. And I liked them a lot. And I lost my train of thought while looking for that URL. So yeah, I really think that I should and this is me just talking to myself right now, but I really think that I should focus on just taking jobs that I'm very excited for. I was talking to somebody just yesterday, and they wanted to do a very small, audio project. And I was like, yeah, let's go for it. This looks like fun. And I'm excited to do that. And, I just want to take projects that makes me happy now. And I think that that's one of the things about being a creator as a small business, like as almost a hobbyist, but like, I don't know. Is there a word for a creator that's like a hobbyist that makes money aside from literally every artist right now? Where it's like, I don't want to do it as my day job. I want to make things for fun. And through that fun, I can hopefully make a bit of a profit. And it's a very tough line to balance, but I think that there is a balance there, and obviously you have to find it for yourself. But I think that taking the time to find it for yourself is really important. I think that's all I wanted to talk about for this time. I really appreciate you sticking with me on this one, and I really do recommend Derek Sivers' books. They're all very good. They focus on like marketing and obviously this like a mindset thing. And there's another one that he wrote called How to Live that is very, very good. So anyway, I'm going to get going. But guys, thank you so much for listening, and thank you so much for being a Patreon supporter. I really genuinely do appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you in the next one. Be remarkable.